Fine, I'll do it. You win. Today I'm going to talk about all the rides at Six Flags Magic Mountain. What is considered a ride? Anything under the Rides tab of the Six Flags app, ignoring the water slides. The list is sorted A to Z. I've never been to Six Flags, so I'll be less opinionated. The first ride I'll talk about is Apocalypse. Terminator Salvation. The ride opened in 2009 and replaced Caravaggio bobsleds and Shockwave. The on-ride audio broke in 2010 and was renamed in 2011 to Apocalypse the Ride. For 36 days in 2015, Apocalypse was renamed to Shadows of Evil the Ride and was reverted back to Apocalypse after that. Apocalypse is really good. It's pretty underrated. This ride had one major change. Batman the Ride opened in 1994 and replaced Z-Force, and was repainted from gray to blue in 2010. It did run temporarily backwards in 2014, which baffles me, but that was temporary. Overall, this is a good inverted coaster, but there's better at the park. This ride has a straightforward history. Buccaneer opened in 1980 and replaced Galaxy. Honestly, for what it is, it's pretty good. It's basic but not bad. This ride has not history. Canyon Blaster opened in 1999 and hasn't changed since. This ride is fairly basic and highly skippable. I'm ending the entry here. This ride is very forgotten. Cyclone 500 opened in 1992 and was renamed in 2020 to Pacific Speedway, and was renamed again in 2023 to Circuit Breaker Grand Prix. I don't know why this ride isn't talked about. It's a full go-kart track. Then again, it cost an additional fee, so just ride something else. This ride is crazy. Crazanity opened in 2018 and replaced Crazy Barrels. Do you see what I did there? Never mind. Besides that, this is an above average pendulum ride. I'd recommend for the thrill seekers. This ride looks cool. Daffy Duck's Adventure Tours opened in 1999 and is the same today. This type of ride isn't uncommon, but it's still cool. This ride is crazy. Dive Devil opened in 1996 and is the same today. Honestly, props to people who have done this. I wouldn't anytime soon. Also, this has an extra $25 to $40, so double check you want to ride this first. This ride is semi-iconic. Full Throttle opened in 2013 and replaced Logjammer. It was updated in November the same year to add extra seatbelts and a new loading station. Honestly, this ride looks really fun and has the giant loop. In a weird way, it looks like a supersized version of New Revolution. This ride is legendary. Gold Rusher opened in 1971 and is completely the same today. This ride is not only old and still a must-do for most people, but it's also just a good ride. It's pretty much to Six Flags what Big Thunder is to Disneyland. This ride is semi-famous for making people black out. Goliath opened in 2000 and replaced Deja Vu, and had the following changes. It got extra seat beats in 2013 and temporary in 2015 had Monster Hunter 4 props. The main part people black out on is the helix on the second half of the ride. Also, something funny is there is a 6-inch piece of track right near the brake run due to a measurement error. Now it's time for the mandatory carousel. Grand American Carousel opened in Savon Rock Amusement Park in Connecticut, but was moved in 1971 to how it is today. Temporarily in 2024 it was the Scare-O-Cell, and it just blasted scary music. There are 48 horses that go up and down, and 16 stationary horses. Overall, it's a carousel, not much else to say. This ride is more basic. Sandblasters opened in 1971 and was renamed in 2018 to Jammin' Bumpers. Also, since 2002 during Halloween it turns into the Thumper Bumpers. These are pretty standard bumper cars. That doesn't mean they're bad, just non-priority material. Time to cool off. Jetstream opened in 1972, was renamed in 2002 to Arrowhead Splashdown, as in the water brand, but was reverted in 2006. This ride can get you wet, so only ride on hot days. Overall, this is a solid log flume. This ride is cool. Justice League Battle for Metropolis opened in 2018 and replaced the Action Theater. Its only change was in 2022 to make it 2D. If you want the high score guide, it'll be out after a couple other videos. I'd highly recommend because it's high quality, unique and air conditioned. This is the tallest drop tower currently open in the world. Lex Luthor Drop of Doom opened in 2012 and is the same today. It did for the 2018 season have VR, but it was removed shortly after. It held the record for tallest drop tower from 2012 to 2014, then once Zumanjaro closed in 2024, it's gained the record back. I don't know how much longer this ride has since Superman is closed, but hopefully it has at least 10 years. This ride is, I don't even know. Lundy Tunes Lodge opened in 1999 and is being changed as we speak. This is a house where you shoot balls at each other. It's pretty basic, just a standard dueling room for kids. This ride is extremely hidden. Funicular opened in 1971, was renamed in 1988 as Orient Express, renamed in 2016 to the Helpful Honda Express, and lastly renamed in 2022 to the Magic Mover. This ride is a small tram that goes right between Revolution and Tatsu, and doesn't go very far. It also used to be operated by a person, but is now completely automated. This ride is legendary. Ninja opened in 1988 and replaced Dragon. Ninja is, if you can't tell, an inverted coaster, and an older one at that. Also, some seats face backwards. Overall, this is a must-do. This ride is cool. Rex's Rail Runner opened in 2000 at Six Flags New Orleans, and was moved and rethemed in 2011 to Roadrunner Express. This is a pretty good kiddie coaster, but it's still a kiddie coaster. You should do this instead of Canyon Blaster. This ride is gonna get you drenched. Roaring Rapids opened in 1981 and is the same today. Honestly, it isn't really thrilling in any way, just gets you wet. Also, it's closed during the winter, thank God. This ride has 7 inversions. Scream opened in 2003 and only changed in 2015 when it was repainted from blue, purple, and yellow to blue and orange. Now, this isn't the only coaster to go upside down 7 times, but it's tied with said coaster with the highest. It also to me reminds me of Hot Wheels. This ride is less well known. Swashbuckler opened in 1983 and is the same today. These are basic. Also, the only pirate theming is the name. This ride is legendary. Tatsu opened in 2006 and only changed in 2022 when it was painted from orange and yellow and red to orange and green. The reason this is legendary is because, for one thing, the ride itself, but also the placement. Having it on a hill lets the flying aspect kick in a lot better. Also, it's married to X2, if you know you know. This ride is being redone as we speak. Taz's Trucking Company opened in 1999 and is being rethemed to Daffy's Forest 4-wheelers. Right now, the 4 trucks are Firefighter, Beach Lifeguard, Forest Ranger, and Six Flags Security, however they will probably be changed. Also, the 4 jobs of all time. This ride has too many rethemes, so strap in. Electric Rainbow opened on 1974. Was rethemed in 1987 to Turbo, was rethemed in 1994 to Gordon Gearworks, was rethemed in 1998 to Grinder Gearworks, was rethemed in 2011 to Wonder Woman Lasso of Truth, and finally was rethemed in 2022 to Teen Titans Turbo Spin. This ride is more unique than most. It's also like the Graviton ride, but with no walls. This ride is a classic, wink. Great American Revolution opened in 1976 and was renamed in 1979 to La Revolution. In 1988 the ride name was changed to Revolution, and in 1992 the shoulder restraints were added. In 2015 the ride was changed to the new Revolution the Classic, which had blue supports opposed to white, and the restraints changed again. In 2017 VR headsets were added, but removed in 2018. Lastly, in 2018 for a short time the ride was renamed to Red Sox Revolution because Magic Mountain lost a bet with Six Flags New England. This ride is very cool, and is really good for beginners. I'd highly recommend this ride as you stand up. The Riddler's Revenge opened in 1998 and is pretty much the same today. The way they adjust the seats is as you get seated they adjust with you, then lock into place. Because of this, if you jump at the right time you can make it higher or lower if you're unlucky. This ride is top tier for most. Twisted Colossus opened in 2015 and replaced Colossus. It's pretty much the same today, with the addition of the zipper pouch in 2018. The reason it's top tier for most is you go on both tracks, and if you're lucky it can even duel. It's rare for it to duel, because it needs the ride operators to be efficient and launch the train at the right time. Even if Colossus was cool, it's gone now.
Went to Six Flags.
This ride has 7 loops, but was the first to do so in the world. Viper opened in 1990 and replaced Condor. Even though this also has 7 inversions, this ride is much rougher, so you're better off riding Scream. This ride fixes the issues of another ride. West Coast Racers opened in 2020 and is the same today. The issue it fixes is, remember how I said Twisted Colossus had trouble dueling? Well, West Coast Racers fixes that by having the trains get launched at the same time anyway. Also, like Twisted Colossus, you go on both tracks in succession with each other. Now it's time for the Giant French Fry, aka the McDonald's Arch. Wonder Woman Flight of Courage opened in 2022 and replaced Green Lantern First Flight and Tidal Wave. Now you can't unsee the French fry look, can you? Overall this ride is really good, and smooth. This is the final ride of the video. X opened in 2002 and was rethemed in 2008 to X2. The retheme had new trains, and a new paint job from purple and yellow to red and black. X2 is considered the best ride in the park, and the best coaster to many enthusiasts. I mean, how many other coasters spin you like that? Not many. Overall this is a must-do. I hope you enjoyed. This was heavily requested, and I'd love to go to Magic Mountain sometime. The next video will be whatever needs to be done, so either an update to the high scores at Disneyland and World, or all rides at Hurricane Harbor. See you soon, and thank you. Also thank you actually E-Forces for the edit.